North Carolina's primary is getting closer and closer, with voters set to decide a number of public offices. We're profiling the candidates, hoping you'll send them to November's general election.
Today we are focused on North Carolina House District 72. Our Joshua Davis recently spoke with the incumbent.
Representative Amber Baker says of her time in office, it's not a job you can get done in 1 or 2 terms, and she has plenty of work left to do. Amber Baker has been representing the district since 2021, but before she came into office, she was an educator.
And it was at the urging of members in the community and my parents who were happy that I had done so much for the community as the principal of Kimberly Park. And so a little reluctant in the beginning, but if not me, then who?
She made it very clear in our conversation there are plenty of issues folks need to be paying attention to, such as legislation she says restricts people's ability to vote.
For voting, it disproportionately affects people of color, and now we can even add our elderly to that.
Another focus of hers is the conversation surrounding marijuana. It's the decriminalization of it, which she wants to tackle next.
And I know that I'm working with one of my colleagues to try to massage some legislation that can get those people who have been charged and indeed serving time for small amounts.
Of the numerous issues Baker has built her platform on, education remains at the heart of it.
We continue to divert public tax dollars to public education by the expansion of vouchers. Now can be used in private schools. We continue to fail to fully fund Leandro.
We spoke about properly paying teachers, who she says should have salaries equal to that of the national average, in addition to raises for support staff.
$15 goal, which is the starting point for raises, that we figure out a way to elevate that starting pay to $15 an hour.
She adds those issues go hand in hand with cost of living concerns and housing.
So affordable for a first-year college graduate is not the same as affordable for a parent that is working a minimum wage job, which is not the same affordable for a recently retiree or a senior who moves to Winston. And so when you add that to a workforce development and training program that allows people to have pathways out of poverty, when you stabilize the home life, then you stabilize your educational system and you indeed stabilize your community.
She says through her 2 terms, she stayed true to the community that sent her to the legislature.
One of the things that I promised to do was to go and fight for the people of Winston, District 72, to go up there and be a voice in the room and speak truth to power. I'm not done fighting.
Baker says it's also important to keep open lines of communication between her office in Forsyth and in Raleigh, and also educate others about what legislators do. Joshua Davis, WXII 12 News.
Early voting is underway now, with some polling places open this weekend. You can find a full list right now on the WXII 12 News app or website in our voter guide.